All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League Season 2024. I am 30. Tonight here with my good friend 420 Bong Crank 69. How you doing?
Doing all right, 30. Ready to watch some good, possibly bad, but mostly good, I hope, League of Legends.
Likewise, yeah. We are near the end of the run here, folks, of the regular season. We're in the last round robin, and tonight we got some banger games. But we're starting off with a little appetizer here. Not the bangiest of bangers, but we got Briar's Fury on the blue side here against the Wormbound Crusaders.
And it certainly looks a little disparate on paper, right? You have a 5-1 team going against a 1-5 team. In theory, this should just be easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? But you can't forget, this is the SBL. Anybody is capable of throwing at any time. This could get exciting out of nowhere. And who knows? Maybe this is the point where the Wormbound Crusaders finally turn their season around.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is with when you're down 1-5 at the end of the season here, I mean you're hungry for the win. I mean they'll just throw anything at the wall, and hopefully it sticks. So they might bring out something crazy here.
Oh, yeah.
Really catch Briar's Fury off guard. Um, Kind of a slow roll on the bans here, but looks like pretty standard across the board. Zigzag Led, obviously formerly Thunder. Thunderconf is in the game. So you got to get that Kled out of here.
Yep, that's a very solid set of bands coming out of Briar's Fury. The Kled respect is a given. I would assume the Ziggs is for Phoenix Blaze bot lane because he kind of showed out a bit on that champion last week. And then Cactus, who is presumably in the jungle, very obviously best on Zac. So it's kind of putting him to the test here to say, you know what, you got to show me something else in your pocket here. And meanwhile, the bands coming out of the Wormbound Crusaders are heavy respect on TF for Thrifty Senpai, and we have a crash.
Yeah, looks like we had some issues here on the blue side here. Briar's Fury, some tech difficulties.
Ah, I see. So that's how the Crusaders intend to win today. If they can crash the lobby, then they can't lose because there's no game to play. Right?
Yes. All right, I gotta leave some re-invite here.
Apparently, it is a mic connection issue. Comms can't be that important in the Batty League, right?
Um, certainly not. Actually, real talk.
Yeah,
Comms is like the most important thing in the SBL.
for real. It's crazy how much good team communication can level the playing field. Because I mean, you're looking at just an absolute hodgepodge of ranks across these players, and if you were to just individually make a team out of the ranks you see right here, this should be team two not close, right? And yet that never ever is the way it works out in the SBL. It's kind of like the great equalizer having a pre-made in League of Legends. It also makes the gameplay out entirely different.
Yeah, so much different. Playing solo queue versus SBL is night and day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are
Now if you need to
back in.
flame anybody, they can hear you.
Huh?
You don't just rage to yourself about your inting teammates when you play solo Q30?
No, I don't rage at all.
That's a fair point.
I don't even know what that word means.
You have that indestructible mental. All right, we're going to do a repeat of the bans here. As we were saying earlier, Thrifty is obviously getting the TF ban because it just enables way too much macro power. We had one game of Nocturne this whole season where he wasn't banned. That was a mistake. People have woken up to the fact that you just kind of have to accept it and ban it if you're red side. And then Mordekaiser is seems to be where the chop man currently chops the hardest, so it makes sense to cut him down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
You see a Nautilus coming in first pick for CRJ Superfan, aka Chai.
Yeah, let's take a look here. No Nautilus pick for him this season. I know he plays it. I feel like I've seen that in his match history, but a tried and true SBL support pick. Press R button in the team fight. It is good.
For sure. Also has a very good lane presence, and he does tend to play these tanky engage type supports, so it seems to be in his wheelhouse, although I must say I don't know how much mileage he has in the champion, so this will be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. He's had some good results here on the Maokai, but also his staple Taric pick. Wow, wait, we're getting down to the last second there, but it's gonna be an Ash for Tizzy. No stranger to that one. Played it 3 times so far this season.
Mm-hmm. You can hit the arrow from downtown. It can be a really valuable pick, and Dizzy has shown she can hit an arrow or two. Now, what's really intriguing on the right side is the Wukong pick. I suspect that is not a jungle Wukong, but a top lane Wukong because of the recent buffs he's gotten to his passive.
Yeah, he's very strong in this patch from what I've heard. I haven't really seen a lot of him. But you're right, top lane Wukong is definitely a thing here, and I think that's gonna be it. I actually didn't see who was slotted in on Wormbound here in the lobby. Did you see? Is it Cax or?
I think it was Cax. Actually, JK, never mind. That's a jungle Wukong for sure if they're hovering Alawi here.
Okay.
I believe we have seen Cax play Wukong at one point in
Yes.
seasons past, so that would make sense. I was a little excited to see the lane Wukong, but, we're not going to get that. Bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, still a cool champ to watch. I'm very excited to see what they can do with that. Really big ultimate presence, obviously, with his little spinny move.
Oh, for sure. Between what they have already in their comp, the Asol Crazy Skies Descent and the Alawi ult, they've got some serious wombo combo potential here. Meanwhile, it looks like we got a bit of a pick comp going on the part of Briar's Feature as Wang has locked in his signature Viego pick. I don't know if we've seen him play Viego yet in the SBL, but I know he's got a lot of mileage on that champ in solo queue.
Yeah, plenty of plays. He's been playing it pretty much since he came out. Um, Viego, good ultimate picks here. I mean, Wukong, Aurelion Sol,
But he doesn't get
Alawi?
ultimate, though. He only gets kit, which,
Oh,
like,
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
I guess there's some decent things you have in here. Like you have the Wukong E to move to your next target. You have the Asol flight and the crazy DPS on the beam. Part of me wonders if this is one of those trap picks where we have a carry jungler, like a very obviously I am the carry jungler, and it just ends up not panning out for one reason or another. Because it seems like the agency in jungle has been reduced as of late, at least from seasons past, if not from earlier this season, where the EXP and gold was just out of control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be really on top of your stuff when you play these sort of pure damage CC-less junglers. Like Wang does a lot actually. Viego, he's played Belveth twice, 3 Briar picks, but I mean Briar's got a little bit of CC in the kit. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Last bans here, Diana and Jace.
Question mark. I'm not sure what's going on with those, but maybe they know something I don't.
Dolphy, I believe, is a Jace player.
Jace bot lane though, because that's the only thing I can see where they haven't picked yet, unless I just have no clue what this comp is doing and they're doing something off the wall. There's the patented tummy time machine Urgot for Dario Chopman. Seems like when he hasn't been getting Mordekaiser, that's his backup plan. And then Thrifty Senpai on Azir. That's going to be scary if they can pull this comp off. This team just does so much damage.
Yeah, holy moly. So the last 3 bans from Wormbound here, it was more Swain and Mundo. I mean, 2 of those are obviously targeted towards top lane. Swain could be flexed, I mean, a bunch of places actually, but I assume he's played Swain in the past as well.
Oh, yeah.
The Chop Man does. Oh, okay, and so we got the Ari last pick against Azir in the mid lane. Nice. I won't speak too much on the matchup because I don't know how it goes, but I assume that's pretty good early against Azir, but obviously
So
gets outscaled.
is it Asol Karma bot then?
Oh wait, so wait
Is
a
that the
minute, wait a
sauce?
minute, wait. This is Ari. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
Wait a
cooking
minute.
with here, but this is a recipe that's foreign to me.
Wait a minute, guys. Okay, I mean, Joey wanted fake talk earlier. Fake talk. What's going on? Uh.
Uh,
Dude. Okay, so I mean, we started this conversation saying that Wormbound. I mean, they're 1-5 man. They'll just throw anything against the wall and see if it sticks. This is it.
You'll have to remind me, was Wormbound the team that broke out that like 3 mage heavy AP comp from a few weeks ago and ended up managing to pull it off?
Yeah.
Maybe they're returning to form here. Like, you know what? Maybe we just do like magic comp and we just get away with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I guess like at this point, they're willing to try anything that shows any kind of potentials for success.
Yeah. I mean, dude, who needs auto attack based physical damage sources. Who needs it?
I guess this could be AD
Ranged,
RE
I'd
because that's
say. Yeah.
technically a thing with
I,
static shiv, but like, man, that's niche to say the least. That's putting it lightly, I think.
I I I didn't think that was possible. I mean, a long, long time ago, I remember theory crafting support Ari, but that was like in a very different time when like Charm was probably on a lower cooldown and you could like build 40 like percent CDR back when it was called fucking CDR like really early. So
Oh
like there
God,
there was maybe an angle there for support Ari, but I don't know about this. This is
this is
crazy.
something. It's really
Yeah.
something. If it shakes out the way we think it is, and that Ari's going bot lane, I I I guess they can kind of sort of hold serve with Ashe and Nautilus, but it feels like once they get past like level 3 or so, doesn't Ashe Nautilus just dump on this?
Yeah, I mean I imagine if they go down early, they're not gonna have a good time in this bottom lane. Um, so I'm hoping they have something cooked up here in the early levels 1 through 3, 1 through 6, perhaps even. But I mean, Ari does get better, obviously with 6. You
Yeah,
know, a lot of mobility. You can really get in there, land a charm.
I
But
guess
their
that's
6
true.
is way
Once you
better.
hit
Ashe Arrow
6,
and Nautilus. So.
yeah, exactly. You still have that to contend with. And I guess to be fair, Karma can just poke the hell out of them early game. So if Karma hits a bunch of Qs, maybe this lane isn't that bad after all.
Yeah. Okay. Ari can Spirit Dash away from a Nautilus. I mean, this is I don't know. Hooks. I'm so excited. This is crazy. What?
This
Okay,
is
I take it
wild.
back. This isn't an appetizer. This is a full course meal we got going on here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, that's a lot of talk on this on these guys, the Wormbound Crusaders, with their crazy comp. BFJ. Let's set the narrative here. They're 5-1. They're gunning for this first place spot, obviously, against our team, Big Dirk Energy. Uh, this isn't the big consequential game, obviously. That comes later today. But they're obviously looking for this win because if they get this and then win tonight against us, obviously they lock in that first seed. No questions about it. Um, so I mean they're gonna win. They're gonna try to win this, obviously. And I will say this comp, I don't know if it scales incredibly well, but it's pretty good.
I
Um,
think it's really susceptible to, which I guess is their primary game plan, which is either Thrifty or Dario Chapman has to get fed. And if they get fed, they carry the game, which, to be fair, has been a recipe for success for them all season long. But if this comp gets behind it all, I genuinely have no idea how they win this game.
yeah, that was my little concern as well here. Let me switch some scenes and we can get going here.
All right, we're loading into the Rift. You in sync with me at 9, 10, 11.
Oh, just a sec. 18, 19.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go. Let's
All
go
right.
for it. Chat.
Don't forget to drag your champion portraits around. Looks like we're going for the tried and true 5-way fan. Oh, I'm guessing we're going to get a pause here in a second unless this is just for show. There we go.
Yeah, man. Just some, we got a Thunder DC. Oof, internet. I mean, let's just hope the internet's like not fully out. Little blip. Maybe router restart fixes this.
Yeah. Wayward thunderclap bops the electricity on the head for a bit. It'll come back in a few, hopefully.
Yep. Okay, so this is Mr. Tuesday on the Ari in
Sure
the mid
is.
lane. The mid lane, and then it's Phoenix Blade is on the Aurelion, so I put him in the bot part of this team.
Yeah, it sounds
And
right to
Dolphy's got the
me.
support item. Yep. Okay. We figured it out.
It's- don't even know what this comp is until they load in game. This is so wild.
Yeah. It certainly doesn't help that we don't see the names of the red team ever in the Champ Select. 12-year-old game, Riot Indie Company.
Right, exactly. One thing I just realized, which of course I'm slow to pick up on this, Azir can basically space this entire team single-handedly. Like, what do they have to actually poke back at Briar's Feet Jury's team comp here on their side? They have like maybe Karma Q with R, but I don't know what else is long enough range to actually get past the soldiers that Azir drops.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot more reliable ranged damage from Azir, Ashe, for sure. Wormbound Crusaders, they got to get in with the Wukong ult, a charm, and then some Karma speed ups, right? And like a little bit of a tether. Not a lot of CC, not a lot of super hard engage.
Yeah, they're going to be wholly reliant on how they get into team fights and dictate these engages, and part of that's going to be on them to make sure they're at the objectives or the various parts of the map when they need to be, preferably ahead of schedule, because you know that Briar's got probably the best macro in the entire SBL this season between Thrifty and Wang. They're going to have to make sure they are on point when it comes to their timers and the decisions that they're going to make with regards to the objectives they take.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anything, like we've seen before with Briar's Future Jury, they're probably going to make a play on the grubs here on the first spawn, try to get all three for Wang, and then obviously try maybe a big fight over the last set of the three here. Okay. Or we had a reconnect and then another disconnect.
The game lobby can only hold 9 people today. Someone's got to go down a player. I vote that we drop Thrifty Senpai to make it interesting.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Tuesday can just have a free lane. It'll be fine.
Yeah, this is a new mechanic in the SBL. It's like a penalty box in the NHL. We put him in there, and he can watch the game, but he can't say anything to us. Actually, I mean, in hockey, I guess you could yell at your teammates.
Ooh, he's about to walk up. Ooh, nope. The ward's gonna spot him out. Little cheeky maneuver there, but unfortunately, no level 1 drama.
Yeah.
Chopman with the 1 CS though, already ahead. GG.
Minions have spawned.
Oh.
Did your thing just freeze for a second though?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Not
13,
the only one.
14.
All right. Cool. We're good. We're still good. Damn this client. I swear.
It's a little bit of a hard attack. Each game I do spectate this, whether it's gonna crash or not.
Soon it's just going to be 5 people pointing a video camera at their screens so we can watch the game along as we go.
Okay, I think I'm on direct to camera, but I'm completely still on this red buff here.
Yeah.
There we are.
It finally started moving for me too. I was wondering if direct to cam was going to show me anything, but I guess nothing was happening anyway.
Yeah. Oh wow. No invades. I mean, I think there was a fan out. There were some wards, so both teams were trying to prevent it at least. Standard start for the junglers, bot to top path here.
Yep. I'm curious about how Thunder's going to handle this game, because the last time he faced against Dario Chopman while he was on Alawi, he had to go into Mordekaiser, which was kind of unfortunate because he counterpicked himself out of that game pretty handedly during that laning phase, but I don't think Urgot is quite so well suited to just stuffing Alawi in the face. This should be hopefully a little more interactive.
Yeah, for sure. I think Thunder's probably feeling pretty good about this matchup, if I had to guess. At least he's not getting hard to counter, right? And he feels like he has pretty good form on Alawi.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you're the Wormbound Crusaders here, and you're approaching this 5-1 Briar's Feet Jury team, what is your overall game plan here? Are you trying to win through any particular lane? Are you just trying to go for as many picks as you can get? Objectives? What's your win condition?
Well, like I said earlier, I think this team always plays for the grubs. I think grubs on this team is actually incredibly strong. Obviously, if they can get the tower with the Ashe or the Azir, just auto-attacking towers with 4 or 5 grubs would be ideal. But like we were also saying, they don't scale super well. I mean, they are going against Aurelion Sol, Alawi a little bit. I mean, so they probably want to try to get some picks here and get some towers down early. Don't force the game into like a 5v5 dragon fight scenario.
Yeah, so you're thinking for the Wormbound Crusaders, priority should be deny the grubs and topside objectives as much as possible from Wang and Briar's Feet Jury, and then don't give them the advantageous team fights they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the team fight probably the best thing they got going for them on the Wormbound side here. Just Wukong. Aurelion Sol, and Wukong's in the top lane. Little dash, little smack. Walk away.
Based gank, indeed. Unfortunately for Wukong, the gank power is not really great until he hits 6.
Yeah.
Nice charm landing there from Tuesday. Gonna put some pressure on Thrifty.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, both junglers were going up there anyway. Man, so many wards. I mean, I guess they got the scuttle here. Wang getting that topside scuttle, and he just makes it right down to the bot side scuttle.
Yeah, Chopman's not getting ganked anytime soon with that vision. but he is keeping the lane very consistently pushed into the red side of the map here, as he is wont to do. Chopman seems to like pushing the lane just on repeat non-stop rather than letting it come back to him.
Gotta put that pressure in the lane. Assert the dominance.
He's doing it. Oof. Jeez, that allow E hurts.
Ooh, Charm going a little wide there. I think if it lands,
Oh.
that's a kill.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was close.
Yeah, both these mid laners taking teleport, so not no spicy ignites here.
He's close enough though that I could see Tuesday like seeing red, although he's out of mana here, so it's probably not going to happen on this back. Chopman though is getting slapped by these tentacles.
Yeah.
Not the start that I expected, given how well he was maintaining priority in the lane, but this is exactly the start that Thunder was looking for. Like, exert the lane dominance on Alawi, force him to play the minigame of you don't get to be anywhere near the wave for 15 seconds or whatever it is. Just be the bullshit champion you were meant to be.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think he's really liking this pick, and I think he's feeling really comfortable. I mean, Chapman plays Alawi too, so it's not like Chapman doesn't know what's going on here too, right? He's respecting it.
Oh yeah. All right, at this point you have to. He's so low. If he yep, just like that. If he lands another E, you have to leave lane now. He doesn't have any other choice.
Yeah, no health, no mana. I mean, he just needs to stay for the cannon though.
The worst part is he can't even leave lane because the tentacle minigame's still going on, so he can't channel for another 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, both junglers, they sense this. They sense the impending dive potentially, but CRJ Superfan, he comes in mid lane, lands the hook onto the Spirit Dashing Mr. Tuesday, and now Dolphy's here for the support. There's the Karma Q. The tether lands on his CRJ Superfan. Not going to be enough damage to confirm a kill, though.
That was anticlimactic. I figured I could hype that kill into existence. Unfortunately, it didn't manifest, so I'll try harder next time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
Brando, my dude, you can't back.
Okay, well, actually, we got Cax on the grubs here. Wang opted to actually do his blue side camps again.
I almost feel like he kind of has to hover the tower here just to, because Alawi's so close to killing, although, oh no.
Cax again, so below, he has to flash out. There's one more auto, and there's first blood for Wang, but can he get out of this? I think he can. The charm doesn't land, and he just walks in, takes the kill, and walks out.
Hey. He managed to secure 2 of the Void Grubs, so first blood going over, kind of unfortunate, but he's doing exactly what you said he needed to do, and that's deny the Grubs from Wang.
Yep.
Oh, Phoenix Blaze being... oh my god, Tizzy's got a flash. Yeah. Dragon damage is starting to get pretty real now that he's hit 6.
Yeah, he soaked up a little solo XP there, so maybe Tizzy not expecting the 6 there. But I mean, he hasn't used it yet. Or he actually did, never mind.
That's an interesting idea. He's playing such a good wave clear champion in Aurelion Soul. Can he just feasibly 1v2 the lane and just perma shove the wave while Karma becomes a roaming support?
Oh, I think you've unlocked the theory craft here for the Wormbound Crusaders. I think that's a really good idea. Oh, okay.
But getting hooked by the Nautilus Q is not a really good idea. Thankfully, though, the Ashe is too far back. She's got to respect that Aurelion Soul, so she can't really follow up.
That seemed like a bait, but because Cax was near the bottom side, but he is now in the mid lane. Wang is way far behind them. Look at this deep angle. There's the Ashe arrow onto the manaless Aurelion Soul. There's the flash. Dolphy's going back in for the kill on Tiz, and he does get the it, but Dolphy should go down here. Actually, Cax for the support. He's out.
6.
No, Wang's gonna jump over and get that, secure the second kill for him. Cax has to get out of here somehow.
Failed the W.
Over the wall.
No. Good on Cax to hold the ult there though, and not panic and just release it because it's not getting you out of there. That's so unfortunate.
Oh yeah, I mean, I assume Wukong can W over that wall.
Yep, but just not that part because it's a little too thick. Viego's got 3 kills already, and that's probably the worst person you could have the kills on if you're Wormbound Crusaders. Viego getting gold early is a recipe for disaster, especially on a team that scales as hard as this one does.
Yeah, this is the Viego wet dream here. Wang is giddy. And most teams, I think, when they face Briar's Future, they obviously I think, you think Dario Chapman, 30 Senpai, these two incredible, strong solo laners. Let's just not beat them. Make sure that they don't get big. But I think they forget about the third damage threat on this team, and that's Wang. He plays damage junglers every day, it seems like. So 3-0 Viego is incredibly dangerous.
This is the moment that he was built for. It's Wang's time to shine on his patented carry junglers. He's had mixed results in the SBL, but so far he's off to as good of a start as you can ask for, as Chopman is going for it all here, has to force the Alawi ult. And wow, that damage back is nuts.
Yeah.
I don't think Chopman expected that. I think he had him dead to rights.
Yeah, oh, Cax walks over a little bit too late. Wang's gonna secure the grubs. There's the Wukong ult early. There's the second. There's a shutdown. Whoa, okay.
Just 100 to zeros the entire Viego health bar. Wang probably thought he was like, nah, man, I got 3 kills. I'm good. And this Wukong just absolutely claps him in front of the Void Grub pit. Now they're going to get Dario Chapman as Thrifty Senpai doesn't have the groove to shake that one. Mr. Tuesday with a kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew he was dead. Obviously, the Shurima shuffle at least gets the flash out of Tuesday. But yeah, nicely done from Tuesday to pick up that solo kill here in the mid lane.
Yeah. And you were talking about this game was going to be maybe just an appetizer, not that exciting. We've already got a little bloodbath on our hands, and it's not even 11 minutes into the game.
Yeah, no, this is super exciting. I'm still thinking back to the scrubs here. We didn't get time to mention it. Why Wang? He tries to walk away, right, from Cax. Thrifty, he was boxed out. Tuesday had the prio in the mid lane. I feel like he just turns and fights Wukong, but maybe the CC is just too strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume he didn't have ult there. I admittedly did not check, but like the only thing I could think of is Wang just assumed that he had him stat check there and that the Wukong couldn't possibly kill him. But
Right.
Wukong pressed R and suddenly his health bar was gone.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, just honestly, if I was Cax there, I see Wang in that pit, and I immediately right-click above, and I go back to where I came from.
No, Cax has no fear.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dolphy's here in the mid lane with Tuesday, but do they know that Wang and Super Fan are coming in from the bot side? Tuesday's gonna have to get out of here, and Phoenix is flying in. The Dragon Breath, will it be enough? And he does! Gets a solo kill in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Chapman's getting smacked so incredibly low here. Dolphy's clearing the ward. I think he just
Why
walks
clear the
in.
ward when you can clear the Chop Man?
Yeah, I know. Oh no! Tuesday gets hooked. There's a follow-up all from Nautilus. 3 members of BFJ are going so hard for him. Wang's coming around the corner. Has to flash out now. What is going on?
Oh my goodness.
This
This Alawi smells blood. Going for this through the second tier turret. No, I'm gonna stop right there. All right, not that greedy.
You're not cinched. Get out of there. What are you doing?
And there's 3 members of the feature converging on this Alawi who is caught between a rock and a hard place, but no, she's just gonna walk right out because fuck it, she's Alawi.
Yeah, I mean they used a lot of their cooldowns, obviously near the grub pit there, so deciding not to go in on Formerly Thunder there with this very low Dario Chopman. But look at Tizzy trapped under her tower. There's the 3-man dive. Can they execute this correctly? Tower aggro going on to Cax. He's getting incredibly low, and he does walk out. Dolphy's gonna pick up that kill.
Little sloppy, but got the job done. Can't ask for much more. It's a sad place to be when you're the AD carry. They're just staring down your death and hoping you can somehow outplay, but I don't really think Tizzy had a chance there.
No, not at all. I mean, trying to go onto Cax there to try to get the return kill in the tower. That's the best he can do. Look at the Ash Arrow. It's just coming up, unfortunately. So good timing from Wormbound there.
Tizzy had to burn it in lane against Phoenix Blaze when he was running her down with the Q, so unfortunately it's still on cooldown. Had she had Arrow there might have been a chance, but sadly was not the case.
All right, well, stock of the game here. It looks like we got a 2K gold lead for the Wormbound Crusaders. So nice recovery from the 3-0 start. They are down Infernal Drake, but they did get the 2 grubs on the first rotation. Oh, Dolphy walking into a bait, or a bush baited.
Dead. Oh no, and Chai takes the shutdown. Chai, my guy. Keep the auto in your pocket.
That's okay.
That's for your carry.
No, that's okay. I used to play support. That's okay. You take one of those just so you can stay in the game.
30.
Hey, he can use the gold too, okay? He can buy support items and tank items, and those are good.
I
Who
need
am I kidding?
items too, man. I'm also a player.
Yeah.
That's the support. No, I feel you. I know that support life. I like gold too.
Yeah.
But
I like gold.
speaking of gold, something that I don't think anybody expected yet so far is that every single lane on the part of Wormbound Crusaders has a gold lead right now, and I'm not just a marginal one at that, like a 500 to 700 gold lead and 1,000 gold in the bot lane. Did you have that on your bingo card for this game?
No, I did not. Yeah, nice. A 30 CS lead on this Aurelion Soul over Dizzy's Ash here, but oh, never mind. I thought there was a gank going on here. Looks like the Rift Herald is up, so we only got the one spawn in the grubs. This is really good for Wormbound, I think.
Oh, that's huge. Denying any kind of split push pressure to Briar's Feet Jury is critical because that team relies on their ability to create map pressure with their solo laners, and if you don't give them the free extra split pushing power that they usually just get automatically, it caps them a lot. But I'm thinking that maybe the Wormbound Crusaders have figured something out here, playing to their team's strengths. They seem to have found that mage bots are doing the trick for them. They did it with Ziggs last week. They're doing it with Aurelion Soul this week. It's not entirely unconventional, but it's certainly off the beaten path. But it's working.
Yeah, it is working. You know, but the thing is, you're only seeing this because of the limited champs from Phoenix Plays. I mean, the guy has played maybe 3 champs over, I don't know, 4 or 5 years in the SBL, it seems like.
But that's the thing, like, you can't ban them all, right? Because
that's true.
You gotta respect Thunder. You gotta respect Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's no knock against him because I think he plays those 3 champs super well. But we are seeing the interesting comps because of this, because they want Phoenix on the Rift as their 5th man. Oh, there's a flash from Normally Thunder. 300 gold for him.
The Alawi Flash W to put the Chop Man in the dirt. I think Thunder has finally found his return to form that he's been desperately looking for all season long. This is just a bloodbath in the top lane right now.
Yeah. Oh, man. Thunder feeling really good about himself right now. Look, Spear Sojin already completed. Onto his second item here. And a Herald.
I can't entirely be sure what Alawi builds, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be this, what's it called, Sundered Sky, or what could be a Titanic Hydra out of that tunneler, maybe even a Sterix Gauge, but that'd be a little weird for the second item. Anyway, more to the point, this is like the worst case scenario for Briar's Feet Jury that we had talked about, where if they start to fall behind, the team fight when Wormbound Crusaders is ahead is just so much better. But at this point, I think they just start grouping up and fighting.
Yeah, I agree. I think now is the time to take the reins. 2 drags already for Briar's Feet Jury, so I think they definitely want to get a hold of this third one. So they don't get out the soul point. Yeah, there's the flash from Dolphy to make sure that the tether is confirmed, and there is a dead Ash. Phoenix Blaze roaming in from the side.
Oh! The charm to secure the Sky's Descent, and Thrifty is deleted from the map.
Dude, imagine
just
Thrifty this
falling
game.
apart right now for Briar's Feet Jury.
Yeah, I feel like this entire game Thrifty has seen what should be 3 different mid laners, Karma, Phoenix, or Aurelion Soul and Ari in his lane, just repeat ganking him over and over.
Why have 1 mid laner when 3 do trick?
Look at this. I mean, they got the Herald down in the bottom here, the almost dead tier 2 at 18 minutes here. Looking really good, really low super fan here. Wang's trying to zone.
He's trying to do anything, like start a fight, get a pick. Oh, there's the, what a shuffle by Thrifty.
Yeah, it should be easy cleanup here. There's the tummy time. Dario Chop is going to pick up that shutdown. Really big shutdown, actually. But they did commit a lot for that. They committed both teleports. Superfan has no flash, no ignite anymore. I mean, there is so much stuff blowing here, and the dragon is up in 15 seconds.
Oh, that's huge. They got greedy, and they overstayed because they just couldn't resist the allure of that tier 2 turret, and an excellent flank from Thrifty and Dario Chopman makes them pay. And the timing on that could not be worse, because now this is about to be a 3rd dragon for Briar's Feet Jury. And now they suddenly have a route back into this game.
Yeah, so that timers were a little too long there, so I thought there was maybe a play back for Wormbound, like, Thunder gets up, teleports back into the dragon fight, but no, you're right. BFJ, they secure the soul point now on the board. This is big. This is big for them.
This is big. Chopman just completed Hullbreaker, so now he's about to go into split push mode. He's going to put pressure on towers while the rest of the team tries to get stuff done elsewhere. There's Baron coming up soon, but realistically, they're not going to be fighting that for another couple of minutes. So now it's all about farming and shoving waves. This is where Brandon starts to go in Brandon mode and starts getting into his, solo carry groove as he usually does on his Urgot.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting that kill back onto Formerly Thunder. I mean, he already has 2 completed items in the Hullbreaker and Cleaver, completed Cull as well. So, I mean, he's back. He's stabilized at least, and he can be in this bot lane. Hopefully survive this 1v1, still on this very low tier 2 in the bottom lane. And wait for that TP.
Question.
Yeah.
Does he even beat Alawi 1v1 yet? I'm not sure he does.
Yeah, I mean, and we saw earlier, towers maybe don't protect you. Thunder will just walk in between them.
They only give you the illusion of being protected. I think, if anything, the fact that Thunder has steel caps right now, whereas Dario has Merc Treads, is the one deciding factor in that 1v1 battle that gives Thunder the advantage.
Oh, actually, they see a couple members for BFJ on the bot side, I believe, and there's a lot of pings from Wormbound on this Baron. At least they're clearing vision. They want to obviously spook them out a little bit, so they have to come and face check. Are they actually starting this Baron? Are they not? Thunder does have the TP. Dario Chapman does not. So this is a good setup. A little 1-4 setup here from Wormbound. Fighting over the blue, and they steal it, I believe, from Wang. Even though Wang stole theirs just a second ago. Oh, actually
the
does.
Ash Arrow hits the Karma, though.
Yeah, they'll take that kill for free. They was going for Cax, but it doesn't matter. Dario Chapman, there's the top. Tuesday's now going to go down. Actually, he's going to survive.
What?
Holy moly. I can't believe that.
Oh, no.
But Phoenix Blaze, he is very close to his tower, and yeah, Wang's gonna have to call that off a little too crazy on the dive there, and he'll take the tier 1 for sure.
Not as ideal as it could have been, but oh my goodness, Dario Chopman. With the teeniest sliver of help. Didn't go quite as ideally as it could have, but I mean, a 2-for-0 is still really good, especially considering they've been behind for most of the game. Now it's starting to look like Feet Jury are taking over this game. Yeah. It's definitely not over yet, though.
No, not even close. I mean, Wang is still 4-1-4 on this Viego. Kraken Slayer, he's close to a Triforce? Phage Sheen, maybe?
That's gotta be right. I don't know what else it could be.
Something like that, but yeah, I mean, when BFJ are together and they can fight on their terms, like starting that fight there with the Ash Arrow is so good for them. I'm not sure Wormbound was even expecting that kind of aggression from them.
I don't think they were either. I think I kind of started from the bot lane where they just assumed they had everything under control, and then suddenly a flank out of nowhere puts their team in the dirt and loses a Drake to the other team. I think now that Briar's Feet Jury have kind of reestablished some momentum, the Crusaders are starting to wake up to the fact that they don't have this game in the driver's seat anymore. They can't just idle this thing all the way home to the Nexus. They're going to have to work at this now.
Yeah, Nautilus, super fan is gonna face check, but man, he is the tanky boy. Just walks away. Like nothing even happened.
Ooh. I just realized something from chat pointed out. Dolphy is level 8 right now. The roaming Karma, while it may have helped out a lot in the early game, is way behind in XP now, and that Karma's gonna have to start doing damage to help out with this team fight. She needs items. Oh, as Mr. Tuesday cleans up Thrifty Senpai under the turret, securing the tier 2 for the Crusaders.
Nicely done there. Going in, landing that charm. They know the kill is confirmed with Thunder right there on that Alawi damage, and they take that tier 2 down. A lot of members on the bot side for Wormbound, but they're gonna make the rotation up. There's no way. They're starting it.
Oh, what a ballsy call. And there's absolutely no vision around this Baron from either team.
No way.
They have no idea. They're setting
vibe
up
checking
for Dragon, wondering where the heck that team is.
This is
They're
a
not
vibe
gonna
check.
find out in time.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wormbound. I mean, this is. Oh no.
What a shot call. Recognizing that they had the vision cleared, that everyone else on Wormbound was out of position, just a free Baron. And this team mows Baron down. The Crusaders have to respect the damage this team can put out on neutral objectives.
Wow. I mean, okay. Timestamp this. What I'm about to say. That could be a game winner right there. I think for BFJ.
24-20. You heard it here first, folks.
Like sneaking that Baron. Like, imagine they don't get that Baron, right? They just back off. They're like, hey, we lost a guy. Let's just not even try this Baron. Now you can 5v5 over the Baron. Whose 5v5 is better? Straight up. You know, like Wormbound Crusaders, they wanted to opt into that fight, but they get a Baron stuck out from under them. At least they secure the Dragon. They don't give him Soul. But now they got to defend against this Baron push. Both teleports are up for Thrifty and Dario. What can they get off this Baron power play?
Yeah.
There's a tier 2 down in mid lane.
Dario gets tier 2 with the
He
Baron
sneaks
buff, and
out.
he's just going to rotate to a side lane. Like, he's got the Hull Breaker. He's telegraphing, I'm going to split push you guys into the dirt, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the Baron buff only makes that problem worse.
Yeah, I mean, also screenshot that. Dario Chapman level 15, Dolphy level 9, right next to each other. Holy moly. That, yeah, I mean, we didn't get a chance to talk about that, but that is way too much roaming, I think.
Yeah, you shouldn't be 2 levels behind the enemy support at this game, having died only 3 times. It's not like they were feeding in lane or anything, it's just they gave so much solo XP to Phoenix Blaze, which to his credit, Phoenix Blaze is 2 levels ahead of Tizzy right now, but that karma's got to be relevant too for this team to work.
There it is, another tier 2 for Dario Chapman on this same Baron, and he just gets to walk out and Cax has to blow the flash.
He just pushes it, he doesn't care, he doesn't give a fuck. He knows he's bigger than everybody else right now. Nobody can answer him 1v1.
Oh, but there's the re in case Dario Chapman.
Well,
Okay.
1v3 maybe.
Yeah.
1v4?
Okay, he doesn't get anything, right? He doesn't get anything, right? Oh my god. Cax, I think that one rune that gives you health off the takedown, that's how he survived right there.
Yeah, and I think that last auto attack particle was mid-air when Chopman disappeared, so it technically deleted the damage from it. Oh my god, that was lucky. That's crazy. It takes 3 people to take down Dario Chopman, just sticking his nuts in their face, taking turret after turret. Like, how do you answer that kind of map pressure when the rest of the team can just do whatever the hell they want?
Yeah, that's the thing, man, with Briar's feature. They get themselves in these situations where it almost feels like a checkmate against the enemy team. It's against any choice you make, macro-wise, it feels like the wrong move. Because one of these guys will just solo kill you, or like literally win a 1v2 in the side lane, and then your whole plan is ruined.
Yeah, that's the biggest strength of Briar's featurery is they always play both sides of the map so well, and they are relentless in playing both sides of the map. They're never going to coalesce when they can spread out their pressure and get damage going in side lanes or pull people away from objectives. They're so good at making you pick from 2 bad choices.
Yeah, and despite all that, despite what I think you and me are feeling, and it's Briar's feature that's like in control of this game right now. They're in the driver's seat, to use that phrase that's used way too often. But it's like a 700 gold lead. That's it. It's not crazy.
Yeah.
But they have 5 to 4 towers. It's on paper this is a close game, but why doesn't it feel that way?
Yeah, it should feel much closer than it is. I think, if anything, it's just because the objective control has been so good out of feature